So, essentially, I have not drawn in freaking years. These are all so. This is from middle school. I know for that. This one's literally from middle school, like 7th grade. I need to find. I forgot all about that. It's like from 2018. I have not drawn in so long. I need to find a sketchbook that is not filled. I'm sure one of these is not. We haven't gotten there yet. I don't have any sketchbooks actually. I feel like I'm sure one of them. Oh, found space. Such a random sector of space, but space is found indeed. Okay, I was like, I knew one of these definitely had like some space. It's such a random. Such a random like. It's has been going on for a while. Okay, but that is good because I have something. So this is like my art style. At least it was my art style for a good amount of time. I probably look very similar to this today. So what we need to work on is a. Oh yeah, this is like 2020. So it's. Has it actually been 6 years since I've drawn? I fear it has been, but that's okay. I'm trying to find like where this starts. This segment of like right here. So we need to get to work. So let me explain how these work. The main like concept in terms of like I believe these are so old. The main concept is that I plan on going to a anime convention in January. And there's a little cosplay contest, and I thought to myself, that sounds like a lot of fun. And so that's what I plan on doing. I want to enroll in said contest, and then in order to like enroll in the contest and stuff like that, the design itself has to be like 75, I think it said, like made by you, only you sort of situation. And so I have never sewn before. I did learn hand stitching years ago, like even before. Like if I last drawn 6 years ago, I probably did hand stitching 8 years ago, and I have not done it since. And so that's a bit problematic, and that's okay. But essentially, though, I need to relearn how to do everything because obviously I don't know anything anymore. My drawing process is very like simple. I feel like the face I get pretty down pretty good, 9 out of 10. But then the rest I just do blobs and then I fake it till I make it. Where did I get face stitch? Luckily, I've always had an easy-ish time drawing things that replicated myself. I think I'm really thigh similar low-key, but it's alright. This is the first sketch, and so it doesn't need to be accurate. So, okay, let me tell you who we're trying to do. We want to do Haruko. That is like my ideal person to do for this cosplay. I want to do Hanako-kun, but I want to keep it very natural to myself at the same time. So do we need to erase this even? We don't need to erase this, low-key, because it's fine right now. Let's do the easy parts, which is the face, while we kind of ponder on what we're going to be doing exactly, because definitely a bit tricky to think about. And I'm thinking though that my concepts and ideas are pretty simple in terms of how I want to go about this. So I definitely want, I'm just gonna kind of just have lines out. So I want to have like a yellow, amber eye contact in. I never have put eye contact sandwich because I'm a bit nervy. I did look at a couple different brands. I have not decided still. So my hair currently, blowing my hair out, it ends a bit before the bust. So around here, so, and my hair's a bit wavy, so naturally it's a bit wavy. So it ends here, so I need to make sure it goes towards here. So I do typically I like my hair to be kind of fall in the front a bit, just partially, and the rest fall behind the ear. I do think we'll have like a bit more of a structured hairstyle. The only thing else I feel decently confident about, so my hair currently is like this, which is fine, but I do want to add in a choppy bang, and so I'm thinking I'm just gonna clip on a bang right here, and I might feel it kind of high because I don't want it too on my face, just because I have like a pretty like good space currently from my hairline to my eyebrow, and so if you add bangs to it though, like super long ones, it's a bit weird. And his hair is quite choppy. There's like a direct kind of spike there, if I remember correctly. I'm doing this off of memory, low-key, but that's fine. The hair, honestly, actually is not the biggest important. I mean, the bang is kind of important. Making sure I have that bang good. So my plan is I think I'll just buy a simple, let me make sure I write this down though. Clip on bang. That's pretty important to have that clip on bang. But we need to have his hat. And that is where honestly things get even a bit more trickier. I'm gonna like soften my jaw kind of riskly. My jaw is much softer than like an anime girl. So let me make sure I do that. So the hat is so complicated. It is like a round top hat. Now I'm thinking maybe I do actually need to drop the bangs lower somehow. I mean, I guess in this model it's fine. I mean, I don't actually have this much space for my eyes, but that doesn't really matter right now. What matters is that let me just make bangs apart. I need the bang to show. So my main idea currently. Yeah, I don't know how to draw a hat actually. On second row, guys, I really don't even know how to draw a hat. That's fine. So I'm thinking I would get like a visor sort of situation. So it'd be like this question mark. But then the thing is, if I need to get, I'm thinking I add like a very top and then fluff it up or something like that. And it needs to go out more. This needs to go out more. And this needs to like. And the thing is, it's kind of. I don't have a good angle with this hat. I'm not sure how to adjust that angle, but it's okay. It's okay. I definitely want this. I think I want this to be like. I need to draw like a side profile for this hat because to describe my concept, which would be like. Let me say that drawing. It would be like a side visor. I'm going to add like a ribbony detail that is red. And then I need to add a very like fluffy but like structured as well top piece that will connect. Yeah, this sketch is a bit better to my concept. I just don't know how to draw that depth, I guess. But looking actually insane. But this is the idea. So like visor, red detail. Obviously there's like the gold details and stuff as well, and then like poofy beret style top. Because it's like a soft fabric, it looks like to me at least, for this hat structure. Okay, oh, and then another thing that'll be fun to do is he has like the thing on his face. I need to make sure it's on the right side of my face. And so with how everything is, I mean, this drawing will be correct. I just need to make sure this is, I need to make sure I have this like L. Wait, oops, I don't know what I just said. I need to have this, like, this would be the left side of my body, this would be the right side of my body, realistically, like on my side, from my point of view. And I'm just gonna do it like this. So like, sticker. So I actually think I can easily make this sticker myself. I've actually made my own, like, full-on just stickers. But I also believe I can just go to like a sticker maker and do it digitally, and I think digitally will look a lot cleaner than, like, I can do like a pencil on sticker, but I think doing digitally would be best. And yeah, okay, wait, forgot the R there. Now the next part is outfit. And I'm really doing all this from memory, which is like actually problematic, I fear. Actually, I can pull up my TV. I'll pause our little music session, but it might be worth pausing because we need to see the outfit one more time. And so my main reason is I'm trying to get this done as soon as like possible and have like a couple of sketches in and like my concepts and ideas, because I need to know like immediately what do I buy. I need to start working on this. I don't know how to sew at all. Like, I don't know how to sew whatsoever, and so that's obviously problematic. You know, maybe make sure I add here too this like gold. And I know it too, has on the sides too. Gold detail. So yeah, and then he has like a white strip. Is that accurate? Oh, he does have a white strip. Yeah, he needs this white. Imagine they just have scriptures of some random episodes of. I love the opening for Totally Hanukkah, I'm not gonna lie. So I definitely want to focus on having a yellow eye. That looks good to me. I'm just trying to think. Or you know, I totally did his bangs wrong. I was like close, but like also backwards. That's what he said. So it is like a bang here, then it's like separates heavily, and then it's a little bang here, and then bangs here. They're quite, I think on a lot of things, like this part is pretty blocky, and then there's like some soft pieces, but it's mainly blocky. I'm not sure this is obvious. I think if I didn't like look at this part there, I'm like, okay, I see the bangs, so I think that's a good cue. I do want to keep my hair the same, especially because my hair is like relatively, like, well, I guess his hair is kind of black, but my hair is pretty dark brown, so it just works in my opinion. I'm gonna like shade my hair in just so it like doesn't look too crazy. There we go. Actually, there we go. Man, I'm looking like ink already. There we go. Okay. I'm like doing like the things that like don't matter as much as it looks on. Like my hair will look like my hair regardless. Not changing that. Okay, I need to focus on this outfit. And this outfit is actually a layered outfit. He has like a and there's like no good like, it's like annoying. There's no like good like frame, you know, of his outfit. They have this one clip. I don't. Let's put this one clip of him just saying random shit, I guess. That way I can that's not a useful. Okay, so this is very simple. He has like a white undercoat. It looks like it folds at the. Never even thought about this really. It looks like it folds, so I would need to make sure. And this is actually, that part is very easy, I would say. A lot of this you need to do yourself. I think that I will probably just buy. That seems like an easy buy. I just need to buy like a nice The thing is, I need to buy like a really straight collar that doesn't tuck over. His doesn't tuck over, it just kind of pops out, but in a very like uniform way, it seems. So I'm trying to think how that would even look exactly, but that's okay. Let me look at this one other clip. That way I can kind of get more idea about. Actually, I guess he does kind of have the over, but I guess it depends on how his outfit is. He definitely has a white. Now this is important. The cuff, it's a tight cuff. It does kind of tighten right here at the cuff, so it's like here, and then it goes a bit looser, which is important for the white of that outfit. It does actually kind of go out. It goes a very tiny amount. Some of those can be kind of over-exaggerated sometimes. And it looks like there's a faux button as well on that middle piece. Let's do these sleeves first. These sleeves like don't matter. Like these details matter, but don't matter too much. I mean, I think the best thing is I can get a white shirt, and I can make sure to tighten the sleeves around this way. I can learn how to do that. There's also these like little button details. They're very tiny. I'm just gonna make them big though, that way I can actually see them and remember them later on in this drawing process. Wait, actually, I just realized of my issues. I'm actually not sure this is accurate because I just realized I was gonna get freaking. I was gonna get not freaking Hanukkah. No, okay, wait. So this is someone drawing Hanukkah. This could be, and the drawing seemed pretty accurate. His eyes are so big too. I'm trying to think if there's a way to I can like write down that makeuply I can make my eyes look even more similar to his. I don't think so. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna be like perfectly. And I see, wait, no, see, his thing is weird. He has a weird. This part I'm gonna have to sew myself. Like, I think I can get a white shirt, but the way his thing is, cause it goes in, it hems over, but it also has. I don't even think it's actually a faux button. I think it's like a real button that connects it, but it's like very like looking like this looking, in my opinion, just from glance. The thing is too is like it's gonna be I'm gonna like go and review the like and like meets right here. It's just like really button. That looks good enough, I guess. Two, I need this. I think this has. His has like a shoulder pad, I believe. I don't need to do that because obviously his. I don't think I need to add something like that, but we need to add like the concept of his outfit, which is actually a little bit baggy for him. Like the black part of his outfit's a little baggy. It definitely does have what appears to be like kind of like a, honestly it looks like more like a side shoulder pad, but that's like besides the point. And then too, like when this meets, like the rest around this is like it like appears to be like a double layered situation. It's like showing me off question mark. Cause it's like 2 layers of this. I don't know. It's like weird. But the rest is like black, and that's what really matters. This is all gonna be black. And I guess, you know, to make that clear that that's black and black, I need to make sure that this is clear, like we use like white. Let's get my wings. And then yeah, I need this, and then but I also need, again, this like pops out of the outfit, so I need to end these sleeves actually quite short. It is weird in that sense. Yeah, I add a lot of curves to this body naturally, what I'm used to doing, but I need to kill these extra curves. It doesn't look quite like how I'm envisioning, which is annoying to me because it should, but it doesn't. So we definitely will have like the, well, I guess my problem too is I need to add, I need to like strip this whole part right here because I would need to add like, he has a continuation of buttons. I think it's either 3 or 4 buttons he has, and they seem like faux buttons you wouldn't actually be able to move. It's like a popped collar. Like it pops up and then goes down this weird way that I still can't explain. His sleeves went in too short. But you know, if you get in more like here, like you'll see where the white pops in at the end and that bottom piece. And then I definitely think it's like important. This is kind of over draping a bit. I do would like a little bit like a kind of split almost between this and this one. This is low-key coming together. Now the pant, I look at the pant. The pant is actually kind of like a tight-ish pant from when I remember looking at it. Oh, and to be honest, like cute little swivel circle guys available as well. So I don't know how I'm going to incorporate them quite still. We definitely want those guys in the picture in general. And then so the pant though, I think we don't really need to look at this anymore. We can go back to music time. Wait, what was I doing? Oh, this is like a good frame of his outfit. Oh my gosh. And maybe I should just draw the ribbon detail here. And then yeah, no. Yeah. This is like helpful to stare at really quick. And then we're gonna start with basic pants. I mean, this makes me feel like actually, I guess they're okay in terms of like body scale, but I'll just do this. I'm not gonna go crazy about how the pant looks because ultimately the pant is just a black pant, and that's just the reality of it all. But I do. Okay. Let's start shooting this in really quick. I imagine, I'm gonna assume that there's like actually a hem right here. I'm not gonna really draw anything for that though because it doesn't make any sense to. I need to kill the curves like he's another. No, I actually am worried about that aspect of things because he is like a young middle school question mark boy, and so it would be very awkward if that's like not evident. Like the hair is fine. I think it's evident that this body should be the more masculine besides my hair, because I'm not changing my hair. And I know he wears shoes, but I imagine he wears like a basic black shoe. I'm not a shoemaker. I'm not gonna like really worry about that right now. That's something I find later. Okay. This sketch though is pretty good. Oh, okay. Thank you for asking. So my cosplay I want to do is gonna be Hanako-kun from Toilet Down Hanako. And so I'm just doing it kind of just a basic sketch of like what I want it to look like. That way I can get like a good idea of like what materials and how I want my concept to look, because there's not many female versions that stay mostly masculine of him anyways. And it'll just be, there's a lot of like minor details that I need to like take account of. But yeah, so that's my main cosplay hasn't been good from Toilet Bound. But yes, okay. And so definitely need a note here that I need to get a binder, because it could be fine. I'll put a question mark. It could be fun because we're gonna have this draping of fabric, which might help diminish, especially because it's gonna be the thing. I feel like this will be a bit tight-ish. Oh, you know what, Joe? I'm totally forgetting. He has a freaking cape. I literally completely forgot. He has a cape, and it's like a reversible cape in the sense that like one side is black and the other is like red. I'm just gonna do like a light sketch of this in the background. Okay, that I was like, something is missing. Something's missing. Like, what am I not thinking about? That is what's missing. So I need to do like cape, reversible. So I'm trying to think about how I would even do the cape. I think I would just stitch it on. But see, my problem, I guess my problem with stitching it on is that I already know what I could do. I could do the crazy thing. I'm not sure if this is like a bad idea crazy or a good idea crazy. Is these are faux buttons, so these won't really actually move. They won't be removable. But what I could do is I could actually put a zipper behind this. And because the cape will be there, you wouldn't see the zipper. And it wouldn't have to be a full zip. Maybe like a half zipper. That way I have like an easy time getting in to the thing, and then I can just sew this over on top, and that way I know it's like concealed for the most part, but also manageable. And then of course this will be like a under white top, and then button detail. Think about this more. Honestly, I think like a basic, the thing is like, I think I'll just follow like a basic slack pattern, because that's what his pants are like. They're not like necessarily too tight, but they're not big either. Oh yes, yeah, no, I'm super excited. Pattern. So this is my main. Shoes are not important. Shoes, I figure that out later because I don't know where they would even go, or what they would even look. I don't remember what the shoes look like on the top of my brain right now, but that's fine. So I'm pretty happy with that. There is definitely like a lot of different things I also would need to do, like that I need to figure out. Like, there's a lot to figure out here. But we are getting, well, I think that, and then I think we need to have like an order, like a step operation, like steps to like success for this cosplay, or like steps I think are like essential to like doing this cosplay in a way that like makes sense. And so the first thing I think I should do is not even like really measure. I mean, it's measurements, but I obviously need to properly like measure myself and my proportions, so I also can make something that fits my body. The second thing I need to do, I want to do the hat first. Get the clip-on bang, because I think that will be the hardest part. The rest is relatively simple, but the hat is a very specific, it's like a cadet style hat that has a lot of different details to it and very specific structure that doesn't quite match anything you actually see So clip-on bang, and then like eye contacts. I need to. I can grab a couple, obviously, and experiment, but I need to have an idea. And then I think that will be good. And because the main thing too is like the outfit needs to look good, but also like this is important. This is where people are like they're gonna look here, but they're gonna look here. I feel like mainly, and if this isn't like a strong enough pull of like okay, this is who she is, then it's like what is the point? And then of course, like the rest of the outfit essentially. I don't think it matters too much. I think probably the top piece would be next. Then maybe cape and pants, because again, I think the pants will be truly the easiest part to do with this cosplay. And yeah, and so, but honestly, that's not even like the only cosplay we want to do, because there's a couple other ones we want to do. This is just like the one that's gonna take the most effort, the most energy, and be the biggest strain of my life. I won't lie, but I do like the idea of doing this one. I think it'll be cute. I feel like I'm looking at this, and if like I ignore like the hair, I'm like that Loki kind of looks like him already. And this sketch, which I think means I can do my concept of recalculating nicely, so that makes me excited. I'm trying to think what else we would need, like on the top of my brain. Like, am I forgetting anything else? Yeah, I think it's good. So let me write like cosplay. So I remember why I drew. Oh, I know I'll remember why I drew this, but that way I just keep a good mind about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else too. I'm like debating too, because I am a bit tall. Not like super, but I'm debating. And you know, actually, I think what I need to think of though is how I'm gonna add these guys into the outfit. I think I have actually seen a couple of different like ways people can do it. I'm not sure what the best way is. I think I've seen people do like some sort of attachment somehow, some way. There is a couple things I can think of, like I could maybe do like an invisible wiring, maybe. I'm not sure actually. I honestly, this is like a consult, because I think I could do like a wire. When you would see the wire, obviously, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal, and I would just have it mainly under the cape. But it would be something I can like attach, preferably, somehow. But I'm trying to think how would I even attach it though, so that's a bit tricky. Or we kind of like ignore like the obvious statement of this and indicate somewhere else. Like, where would we else indicate though? That's the question. Because see, that's what I have to think of, because if we we could also put it like on the arms somehow, but it wouldn't make. I would kind of like if they could like move around, because they do move, you know, in the show. If they could somehow move around, that'd be kind of cool. How would I do such a thing? I don't know. There's definitely a way. Like, there's definitely. I'm gonna look into like rotational cosplay pieces. I definitely believe in like the ability of that being a thing. Oh, I wonder if it's something. This might be dumb, but it might be smart. Is it something I could maybe do under the waist? That feels like I would be very stiff, but maybe could work. Or, you know what, I wonder if it's worth trying to create, like actually do the wire, put it around the chest, The binder can secure as well. Create a micro hole in the sides for it to come out on. I don't know how they would move that much though. The moving portion I will think of more. But I do think this is a great first step in yeah, like I feel very like good about this. I think this is a great first step into creating the cosplay. Like this is a good sketch of what I want and what would I think it would look like about. I think I want this more draping, to be honest. Like I kind of want mine to make sure it has kind of a not baggy but baggy fit. Like this needs to be a bit longer for than the pant as well, because but that's like something I can like fix. Okay, like that's a bit better. A tiny bit better. I feel like it's just I feel like I had straight legs, but I somehow curved them at the same time. But this is what the sketch is looking like. I'm sure that's a good. So we have like our whole concept. So obviously again, Hanukkah from Toilet Balance, what we're doing, we want to have like a yellow amber contact. We want to have a clip-on bang. We're gonna cut the bang for sure. We're gonna have to cut the bang for sure. For the hat, we want this. We need this gold detail. We need these side gold details. I'm thinking we do a visor for the base, and then we can add like a beret style, but we want to poof it up. So it'd probably be like a false hat at one point. Like it'd be a hat, like a visor, a headpiece part, and then we're gonna have like a fake poof. Where my head actually wouldn't go because his hat actually doesn't really sit on his head. It's like very much on top of his head, and that's where you can see his bangs quite nicely. We need to make sure that has that red detail in the hat. I'm thinking we can make a digital sticker pretty easily to apply to the face. That seems pretty easy to me. I'm thinking we get like a white collared shirt, like a basic one. We're going to do the stitching to tighten it around here. Add these button details. Somehow construct this. We're not to like undo the whole top part of the shirt, I think, to do this design. We're gonna have these faux buttons. We're gonna get this. I feel like it's kind of basic. It's like a I don't know. It's like a basic top. It's pretty stiff, but we're gonna have to invest in the binder most likely to flatten the chest nicely. We're gonna have it had it cape in, and one side's gonna be red, and one's gonna be black, for sure. And then we're gonna probably look into like just a basic pant slack pattern, and I think that will be the perfect sort of vibe. And then shoes we'll probably buy from a site if we can find a site that has his shoes quite nicely. I don't think if we even see his feet that much. I mean, I know we do because he kind of flies up a bit, so we definitely see his feet. I just have to look at them a bit harder to know exactly. And then I have a lot of ideas for this concept. This is gonna be like a last second concept because I think realistically, if we do the binder idea, I think we could easily undo a stitch here if we have to. And yeah, I think this will be a lot. I have a bunch of ideas. I feel like this would be cute. Like if I somehow made this like a sort of earpiece, that could be cool. If I just would need to make sure my ears are quite nicely exposed. And you know, that's the thing about him too. Actually, he has very, very prominent ears, which is worth noting. So I need to make sure too that like in the case of doing this, I need to make sure that my ears are also quite prominent. And I think that's the main thing. Yeah, I think those are the main things. And I think I need to find a way to kind of, I feel like make myself maybe a bit shorter. I mean, it depends on how it all goes when it's all said and done. But I think like somehow make myself a bit shorter feeling. I need to like look into like methods of doing so. But other than that, I think this is a great sketch. I think this is a great start to our journey. And I'm definitely going to be like every single little portion of this because there's lots. So like there's this sketch. I'm doing more detailed sketches, I believe, of like the specific pieces we're doing, like specifically of just like the top part. Like I'll learn to draw hats better and do more detailed part of the hat for sure. Or I'll start working the hat quite quickly. And a lot I can do on my own, but and then I believe I should be able to, like, once I actually get to like a sewing room, start filming there about my sewing process, try-ons, everything. Like everything's just gonna be posted. And then this also will be on YouTube after the stream is over. All these will get transferred to YouTube, and it's just gonna be great. And I think this is a great. I mean, this is a great sketch considering I haven't drawn in like 6 years, but also this is just a great. This is a good vibe, and I feel pretty good about this. I feel pretty good. We have a lot of thoughts. I think this is good. But that is going to be all for tonight, though, guys. And I will see you guys next time. So the next one will probably be... It honestly probably won't be for like a week. Or actually, dang. It might not be for 2 weeks, to be honest. I like to say next week. But no promises. We'll figure it out, though. Oh, and then we're definitely probably gonna... It's either going to be streamed or just filmed and posted of like obtaining fabric, where it will be posted. It might be posted something short, like something like Instagram. But and then for the Instagram, it's going to be at oopsie.me color. I think that's how it is. Or is it colorful? I think it's something like that. I don't even remember. But that's our vibe. So goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.